Yeah, it's gonna be a great year. Hope you guys can't wait. How you doing here? Leroy Dozell, Aichiwawa, West Coast Legends, California Senior Bat Company, the Little Mexican. Out here to do, to show you, and I've had a good response to some of the BP games that I've actually started putting up there on YouTube and my Facebook page. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So basically, a couple of things I'll say I like to share. You know, I think preparing for your at-bats, you got to have, your bat starts in the on-deck circle. Actually, for me, it's when I'm in the hole. And I start getting loose, getting my mind straight. But what I start doing when I'm in the hole is I use a weight bat. And my weight bat, this is basically a prototype from when we first started having California bats and testing them. So this is basically a 27 ounce, and then I have these great sleeves, which is it's about a 5-ounce sleeve. For me, to keep my mechanics good and to stay loose, I don't use those sledgehammers, those 20-pounders or whatever. Because to me, that's gonna throw off your muscle memory, your muscle movements, and you're overdoing it. Like, you've ever thrown a weight ball, then you throw a regular ball, how you're like, whoosh. So for me, it can do the same thing. So to me, when I was in college, I remember we had a hitting guy. It was actually, you might know him, Darren Lewis. He went to Chabot College and then went to Cal Berkeley and ended up playing the Giants and the A's. But when I was working at camp and we were there and he was talking with the kids about a proper weight prior to warming up. And he said, it's always good to go 4 to 6 ounces above. Just take your swings and get loose. I mean, if you have a sledgehammer and you're doing all these exercises to loosen up the body, totally get that. But when it comes to warming up and getting your swings and loose, 4 to 6 ounces. And that's what I've been pretty much doing religiously. Once again, I do want to show you, we have the Little Mexican, and the date of birth is going to be Cinco de Mayo. I'm not saying, we probably most likely are not going to have them on Cinco de Mayo, but with the tradition of the Mexican flag, the colors being Mexicano and stuff, it's going to say Cinco de Mayo. So the game that I'm going to play, which is, it's more of a game to keep the ball in the yard, especially when you're hitting in a field like our Legends field out here in Hollister, California, where we have approximately 280 feet distance. So basically in this game, you do not hit any home runs, and you're working on hitting the ball hard line drives. It's 280 fence. I'm going to be hitting rock softballs. And this game is basically, if you're able to hit the net or, in the air, not the lower part of the fence, but the higher part of the net, it's 3 points. If the ball bounces 2 hops or less, it's 2 points. And if you're hitting the ball hard on the line and it rolls and it hits the fence, that's a point. The way I like to play, but some people don't, but I like to play is if you hit a home run, it's minus points. What we develop here, because some guys don't like the game, and I'm not calling people out, I'm just, there's variations. The variation I like, and I think it's kind of fair, first home run's -1, -2, in succession. If you hit 4 balls over the fence, -1, -2, -3, -4. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's 7, 8, 9. That's 10 points you lose. Once again, top of the net, 3 points, 2 hops or less, 2 points, and a ball that just rolls really hard and hits the fence is 1 point. And in this game, you don't have to swing at everything, and it's also good because you use the whole open field here, okay? And I've told people on this, like some guys that they play, they kind of do this and trying to hit the net in the air, which to me is not constructive. I like to take game type of swings, okay? And if you're hitting it hard, which is the name of the game, you do well. But variations on a 300-foot field, you may allow 1 home run for a couple points, and after that, minus. I mean, there's so many different variations, but for the most part, if you're looking to challenge yourself, be a pressure hitter, have a good on-base percentage, but most importantly, work on cutting the ball, this is a game for you. And we call it the sound game, because you're hoping to hear the ball hit the fence somewhere. And I got the Slovakian pitching, and I'm going to use my Little Mexican, which is pretty good right now. So it's a sound game, and I'll call out the points and everything when we play here. I'm going to take 2 warm-up swings real quick. Go ahead. No, go ahead, pitch them. I'm just going to take a regular one. I'm going to take a regular swing. Yeah. So that short hop, that'd be 2 points. I just want to get loose. I've been sitting for a while. If you could see that, that would be 3 points. That was pretty good on the line, all right? So we're gonna play the sound game. And the variation we do is 10 balls. And it's great because you could do this as a little tournament play. If you have 5 guys, whoever scores the least amount of the points, he's out. Plus, he has to start shagging. So there's always incentive. All right, so this is a sound game. All right, let's go. No points. All right, we're gonna start all over. Oh, all right, here we go. Sound game, 10 swings. All right, let's go. That's a good gap ball. So that's 3 points. First ball, 3 points. Sound game, 3 points off that net. None. So see how I'm kind of letting up on the swing. How many hops? So that was 1 hop. Remember, 2 hops or less, 2 points. So now I have 5 points with 4 balls. All right. How many balls I got left? 5. 5 points. So now I'm gonna be a little more choosier. That's off the net. That's 8 points. That's 2 hops or less. 10 points. Two points, hit the fence. 12. 3 balls?
2 left.
2 left. So 12 points is respectable on 10 swings. Sound game. Oh shit. Gonna let it go. That's a -1, that's 11 points. And last one. I was a little pansy soon, but look at it. 2 points. So I had 12 points, so -1 gave me 11. With that, 13, which isn't too bad a score there. The best I've ever done in this field is 23 points. So you can get a kind of idea. I was averaging 2 points a game. But, you know, obviously for purposes, I didn't want to say that I was trying to hit the balls. And I missed some balls, and that's okay. But most importantly, the balls that I didn't get my points on, at least I was hitting between the cones. And that's the sound game. So I have 13 points. Let's say someone else goes and gets 14 and the next guy gets 18. I would be out. And you move forward, okay? Losers always shag and stuff. Once again, it's called the sound game. It's a great line drive game because good BP, in my opinion, especially in a small field, just work on keeping in the yard, because if you want to play very competitive, be in that lineup and be that kind of guy, it's more important to know how to hit base hits and doubles opposed to hitting the home runs, okay? So once again, please subscribe, please like, go look for my Facebook. Got some good podcast stories coming up this weekend, and got some great stuff coming out for 2024. Thank you kindly.